Boxing Truth here, back with another video. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Alright, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the dream, Devin Haney. Let's talk about why he's the current WBC email champion, why he's not really a champion. And tonight, he showed that he's really not a champion. It was a boring, routine 12-round decision. No statement was made by Devin Haney. Couldn't stop an old man. And Gamboa has been chop worn for the past at least 3 or 4 years. Really hasn't been the same ever since Crawford knocked him out. But he's still capable of going the distance against a younger, fresher fighter who really doesn't have the pop at the top level, especially at this level. You know, Gamboa is seasoned. He's been in there with stronger, more explosive fighters, and he was in there with a guy that just didn't have the pop to really trouble him or knock him out. And his power that Gamboa hasn't really felt before, so he was able to go the distance. And Haney was not impressive, didn't make no statements, was nowhere near of providing a beatdown that was worse, that was going to be the worst of Gamboa's career. Not even close. Just a stinker, routine, 12-round decision. Haney moves on, and he needs a big fight. He needs a step up in competition. He needs to fight, younger, fresher fighters. He needs to fight legitimate, world-class lightweights, not guys past their primes who haven't won a big fight in years. It was what it was. Haney is good in other areas. He's got strengths in other areas. He's very quick. He's got good reflexes. He's in good condition. He's got a good engine. He's in good shape. Very disciplined. He's got a lot of good qualities, but one of the qualities that's missing is punching power, explosiveness, and really to consistently put on great performances. I've watched a lot of Haney fights, and there's been a few times where I fell asleep watching a Devin Haney fight. That's just what it is. Sometimes he's a stinker. He's not exciting in there. And there's sometimes where he will deliver, but against very soft, overmatched opposition. It's going to be interesting to see when he fights at a higher level, fights higher quality opponents, how he's going to do when he doesn't have the pop to really get the respect of these guys. He's going to have to. He does other things to beat you. He outfoxes you. He outpoints you. But doesn't really necessarily put asses in the seats. Doesn't really get people excited to watch your next fight. And it doesn't convince the boxing world that you're a legitimate champion, which Devin Haney is not. Teofimo is the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. And that ain't changing until Haney fights him and dethrones him. But after this performance, Haney ain't gonna get a big fight from the other side. Who knows where he goes from here? He's with the Zone. He's on the Zone. He's affiliated with Eddie Hearn. So let's see where they go from here, man. But that wasn't the performance that they needed. They needed something more significant, something bigger, something to really excite the fans, and they did the exact opposite. I'd rather see Ryan Garcia fight Tank, man. I'd rather see Teofimo fight Tank. Those guys, when they fight, something happens. Someone gets knocked the fuck out. Someone gets put to sleep. We're gonna see some excitement. Devin Haney might end up falling asleep myself, and not from a punch, from just watching the boredom of the routine decisions that Haney has in some of his fights. No knock, it's just facts. You know, he needs more exciting performances in the future, especially way better than this. So Haney gets the exact opposite what he needed. Didn't make no statement. And Teofimo is the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. But at least Haney has some hardware. And maybe he'll give a significant fight next. But after this performance, if Ryan beats Luke Campbell, he's the mandatory for the WBC. I believe, yeah. He'll be number 1 contender, but why would Ryan fight Devin Haney if he has an opportunity to fight Tank in a much bigger, more exciting fight? And more bragging rights if he defeats Tank Davis. I mean, that would be a great matchup. You know, Haney, he just needs to look better next time, man. Needs to be more exciting. And maybe more boxing fans will be clamoring for him to fight these guys. I mean, he'll eventually get the shot if he keeps winning. But he's got to stop putting me to sleep, man. This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.